Welcome to We Used to Live Together. I'm Hannah.
I'm Kris.
And we used to live together.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To our roomies who haven't missed a week.
Yeah.
But we have.
We have. Surprise. Sure. A little peek behind the curtain. We haven't been in these seats in
a hot minute.
2 weeks.
It's been a while because, there's, like you said, a little behind the scenes action. For professional podcasters, we do indeed record ahead of time.
We do this thing that's called batch recording, listeners. If you're unfamiliar, that's okay. It's
part of it's business lingo.
Yeah, business lingo.
Industry lingo.
Yeah, industry lingo.
You wouldn't understand if you weren't
batch recording.
And we do that because sometimes scheduling conflict, we have to think ahead. We want to have an episode each week for you, our roomies.
Yeah.
So we do it ahead of time.
So we're working hard sometimes.
We're
doing
honestly,
doubles. Double shifts.
And you can tell sometimes because we'll talk about things that are like a million years
like
old.
The Dodger game.
I know.
Wait, we're talking about the Dodgers versus the Padres.
Yeah,
and now the Dodgers have won.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Dodgers in Los Angeles. So that's just how we run things around here.
Yeah, in these parts.
Yeah. And so now that we're back together.
Yeah.
Hey, let's catch up.
We have so much to catch up on.
In fact, the majority of this episode might just be us
catching up,
giving you a life update.
Yeah.
Well, actually, just to let you know, when we do the What's Good, My Dude segment, that's us giving you our, not just like what we're into, pop culture and things that we're doing. It's also to update you on our lives because we want you, our listeners, our roomies. That's what roomies do.
That's what roomies do.
We fill each other in on what's going on in our lives. So
if I don't know what's going on with my roomie, I don't want that.
Like if you
move out.
If you're not talking, if you're not having a heart check with your roomie, what are you doing?
I don't want it.
No. Like, why are we even living together?
No, there's no point.
Hannah, why don't you kick it off?
Okay, I have a list.
What's good, my dude?
I know you always have a list, and there was just so much to tell you that I had to make a list.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to start with the most recent because it's top of mind. I did my first 10K today.
The Dino Dash.
The Dino Dash.
Which organization is it?
It's Tustin Unified School District.
Oh, we love education.
Okay. And it was so cute because the trophies for like
Are dinosaurs?
Yeah, but the kids designed them. Like they're made of clay and then they paint them.
So they're ugly.
They're so ugly cute though. Like it was really cute. So you just see like the people who ran like the top male for the 5K finished in 16 minutes.
What? 16 minutes?
Yeah.
So 6 miles in 16 minutes?
No, 3 miles in the 5K.
Oh, the 5K. Yeah. I'm sorry.
16 minutes. That's like a 3.5 minute mile, right?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, so you just like see all the winners walking around with these like clay dinosaurs. But I did really good.
What was your final time?
It was under an hour, barely.
Wait, you did the 10K though, right?
Yeah.
So that's 6 miles.
6 miles.
So 6 miles in under an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And I was.
What was your average?
It was like 9:48, I think.
Okay.
A mile.
And
I was feeling good, but now I'm not feeling good.
Your legs are jelly.
My legs hurt.
So during the race, you were fine.
Yeah.
You felt good.
I was flying.
You not like when you did the half marathon.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to run long and be able to breathe.
Well, yeah. I feel like if you can do a half marathon, a 6 miles shouldn't be like a problem for you, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was fun. Last night we came over to your house and you cooked us a delicious meal.
Sure did.
So that was a what's good in my belly. And
I was craving. I've made sinigang for you guys before, but I was craving. I haven't had it in a long time, and yesterday was the perfect day for it because it was kind of cozy, cold, and I was like, we need some just nice soupy meal, a soupy meal, and I made sinigang for you guys, and I made also an appetizer, actually a recipe that I stole from AJ, cucumber salad.
I really need that recipe.
So, were you wearing gloves when you made the sinigang and salad?
No. Are you trying to roast me?
It does scare me. It does scare me when you make videos with those gloves.
I just think It's
It
a
looks
level
like
of,
you murdered
it's a level of
someone,
professionalism
and
that I've seen in some chef videos. So I wanted to see.
It was shocking walking into your home and you're wearing like a chef coat.
Oh, yeah.
Like it wasn't an apron. It was like
I bought that from a Goodwill. Remember last Halloween when we were putting on the skits or whatever? Did we do that?
I don't know if I was involved in that.
I feel like you were because you were at Goodwill with us. Was it? No, it wasn't a skit.
No,
it was
wasn't
like
a skit. It was a murder mystery.
Murder
party.
mystery, and we were buying costumes at Goodwill. So I picked up I don't know why it was a chef thing, but anyway.
The theme was like a Great British Bake Off dupe. And we were
that's
chefs.
right.
We were chefs from all over the world.
Yeah.
These pants that I'm wearing right now are those Goodwill pants from that day.
wow.
Okay, so you were there.
I was there, yes.
Anyway, so I wore that to make your meal because I felt like, why not? When do I ever wear this?
Yeah.
So you came over with Lorenzo,
It was
and
professional.
let's just say you had a 3-course meal, Mama.
We did legit and a drink.
And I made you a
And a
cocktail.
drink?
Yeah,
I made
and
you
a cocktail.
Signature cocktail.
Yeah,
That's just whiskey and applesauce, apple juice.
it was good.
Whiskey and apple juice.
It was just what we needed after the day we had.
Yeah, tell them about your day at the dealer.
Have you ever spent 5 hours at a car dealership?
That I have when I purchased my new car 2 years ago. But tell us about your new baby.
Know. But honestly, like for what? Like what are we doing?
I ask that all the time. It's like, I bring the money, you give me the
car.
car. Why is
I
this
test
taking?
drive. I like.
You try to sell me things I don't want,
Yeah.
and then I say no.
And then you go talk to your manager that doesn't exist.
10
Literally.
times. Yeah. I literally said to the guy that was helping us out, I was like, you must get so many steps in because you're like going back and forth. And he's like, yeah, I tell him all the time, like, just give me everything up front. And I was like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
This is your game.
No.
This is the game you
Derek,
play.
stop lying,
know.
Derek.
Yeah, I have a new car.
Yeah.
And I want to come. I posted something on my Instagram and I got a lot of roomies DMing me asking me if I got a Hyundai Iconic. I did not.
Iconic. You
This
did
girl
not.
cannot
I
afford
thought you
an
got
Iconic.
a Hyundai Iconic. Well, actually, no. At first, I thought you got the Soul, the new Soul.
I know. I was tempted by her. She's
and then when you said no, it's not the Soul, I was like, no, you got the Iconic. She goes, no.
No.
What did you get?
I got the Kia Sportage.
Kia Sportage. 2025.
Yeah, brand
Kia
spanking
Sportage
new.
in the color
Gravity Gray.
Gravity Gray.
She's luxurious.
Yeah, tell us all the features.
Okay, first thing I noticed when I literally got in the car, it comes with automatic bag clips, like bag holders for the behind the seat.
For your purse.
So I literally just I don't have to buy one of the plastic ones.
Yeah.
And you just put it on the seat.
Yeah. For
my purse.
And as a girlie with a purse, you love that.
And then the next thing I noticed, it has customizable cup holders in the front. So if I bring my hydro, I just hit a button and it makes it bigger so my hydro can fit.
And if you have something a little smaller,
it just
wow.
Crazy.
Progressive.
I know. And then it's got seat warmers.
It's leather seats.
It's got like a 50-inch screen TV.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, it's actually huge.
Yeah. No, we took a little testy drive yesterday.
It's
Took me
big.
for a spin. It's a huge car.
Yeah.
The cabin is huge. The screen, like you can watch movies on there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like the back seats recline.
I was there.
And
I
then
reclined.
it has like this mode, like a quiet mode. So if like Kris is asleep in the back, I can press quiet mode so the speakers in the back turn off.
Yeah.
So our passengers can take a little nap.
Although I do like
I know.
I don't care if they're just because it lulls me to sleep.
Lots of trunk space.
Trunk space.
She's just a delight. I was driving over here and I was like, this really feels odd. Like,
is it the
it's
best
a
car you've
rental.
ever owned?
I don't know yet. It's been a day.
Is it?
And the Soul really set the bar high.
The Kia
My
Soul,
girl.
Yeah. Is it the first time you've purchased a brand new car?
Brand new car.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
Like how many miles did it have on it?
10.
10 miles when
Yeah.
you drove it off the lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
And you love her.
I love her.
Okay. Well, keep us posted on.
I know. We'll see. Today I love her. We'll see how it goes.
I think you're going to like her for a long time. All right. What else?
Oh, yes. So sorry. Okay. Halloween.
Tell us.
Okay. What did you do?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I don't think I stayed home. I don't usually
Did you
do
pass out
anything.
candy?
No, Mama. I don't do that.
Oh. I just wanted to check in.
No, I did not do anything. I stayed home and I just had my little dinner at my little house,
Did you watch a movie?
watch my little TV. That's it. I don't think I even watched the movie. I just watched like what are my shows. So
Okay.
it was a quiet. Usually Halloween, and historically this tracks because we never really did anything for Halloween. So and this year was the same. It was just a quiet night in. The only time I do stuff for Halloween is if people invite me out or if like friends or whatever are like, hey, let's do something. But if not, then I'm happy to have a quiet night in. You did not.
No. We went from having zero plans to like being out that whole weekend, the weekend before. But it was really fun.
I saw the videos of you as
Nacho Libre.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
We love that movie. We've always wanted to do this costume. And then like 2 days, we saw that Bootleggers, it's a brewery in Fullerton, was doing this Halloween party. And we had like 2 days and we're like, hey, let's do it. And we got everything last minute.
So that brewery was throwing a Halloween party for anyone to
you do like buy tickets and
you buy tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I found all of those costume pieces at Goodwill except for the wig. And then like
the
Lorenzo
mustache.
Lorenzo got his nun costume at Party City and we did it. We were the talk of the town.
You were at Bootleggers?
Yeah. It was crazy.
Was anyone else dressed up? There were other people.
Yeah. Okay.
But you were.
We were.
If there was a costume contest, you would have won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got hit on in a bathroom again
By
as
a girl?
Nacho Libre.
I need more context.
So I walk in to the girls' restroom and this girl like looks at me and she's like laughing. She's clearly so drunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's laughing and I'm like laughing, but I'm like, I have to pee so bad. So I like just go to the stall. And then she's just out there like laughing and she's like, you're the best. You're so funny. Like all this stuff. And then I get out of the stall and she starts like recording me. And so we just start like dancing in the bathroom. Like just like, random dancing. Cause I was also a couple drinks in. And then she like, she was getting so close to me and she like grabbed my face and I was like, is she about to try to kiss me? She kissed my cheek and then she was like, I'm going to be a whore tonight. And then I was like, good for you, girl. Like, you go be a whore. And so then I left the bathroom. She came and like found me and like grabbed my hand and started like trying to like grind up on me. And I was like, okay.
Was she hot?
I mean, she was pretty, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you compliment her as well or no?
I didn't compliment her at all.
Oh.
Like
you were just too stunned.
Yeah. Yeah. She was like, she grabbed my face, she's like, your eyes are so pretty. And then kissed my cheek and be a whore tonight. I was like, okay, girl. And then this like gladiator guy like came and brought her to the dance floor.
Her date?
I don't know.
Oh, he was dressed as a gladiator.
He was dressed as a gladiator.
Okay.
Was she dressed as anything?
No, she was wearing all black and just had like these flames on her under her eyes.
Flame eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is she supposed to be?
Obviously, flame eyes.
Like,
AJ.
Flame eyes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot. Flame Eyes was a very famous character.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you feel good after?
I felt like
Confused.
Yeah.
You're like.
Yeah, that doesn't feel more like a compliment.
Yeah.
It just seems more like harassment.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm surprised when she started recording, you didn't say anything.
Well, I don't know. It was just like she was dancing. So I was like, okay, we're at a party.
She woke up the next day.
And that's what I've been thinking about is this
With
random
footage.
girl has this video of me in a random bathroom dancing. Like, it was so weird. As Nacho Libre, like.
Yeah.
Halloween,
Oh, man.
I will say Halloween parties bring out the craziest versions of people.
So weird. So
It is the craziest parties. Not
That's
only is it
hilarious.
crazy parties, but it's just like the costume factor
Mhm.
yeah.
into that just
Yeah.
brings things to a
Do you
new
think
level.
it releases like it allows people to move past their inhibitions and just go wild?
Yeah. She's like, I'm flame girl tonight. I can do
Flame
it.
eyes.
Flame eyes tonight. I can do whatever I
I'm
want.
gonna kiss this rando.
I caused a fight one day, one Halloween because of my costume.
What was
But
it?
it wasn't my fault. It was her fault.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when we were at, remember those apartments that we lived at with Christina?
Mm-hmm.
They had a Halloween party
Mm-hmm.
and I was Skeleton.
Oh, with the boner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a skeleton costume for those listening that had a pump and the pump was attached to the wiener on the skeleton costume. And when I would pump on the thing, the wiener would go up and down. And so that was a hit.
Yeah.
But then like these ladies, everybody's drunk, of course, it's Halloween. And then these ladies start grinding up on the wiener of the boner. And then they're all like dancing and like they're all laughing. And then one of them starts like,
no,
you know, jerking off the wiener. But her boyfriend was DJing that night. So he saw it and then they started arguing. He got mad at her. He's like, what are you doing? It's like, well, I'm like, it's like, it's not real, but also it's like, yeah, kind of, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Where was Cassie?
She was watching. We didn't know it was going to get to that level.
Yeah.
But it was like,
That's
you just
wild.
stunned. You were just like, what's happening?
yeah, I didn't know. I thought at first it's like, you know, you're just having a good time.
Yeah, you're just out there,
Right.
you're vibing, yeah.
And then it's like one thing happens. It's like,
Well,
okay,
you know,
hold
you're
on,
getting
hold on.
handy on the dance floor.
I know.
That's how I felt in the bathroom. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
yeah,
It's
we're
all fun and
vibing,
games.
and then you're up in my face,
Yeah, kissing you.
my cheek.
It's like,
Halloween.
come on.
Am I right?
Am I right?
Read the room.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm at home, cozy as a bug, snug as a bug on my couch, just like nothing's happening.
It's not even a Halloween movie. It's just Jeopardy.
Okay, so you had a wild Halloween.
Yeah. Okay.
What else did you do
my
that weekend?
last. Oh
Yeah.
wait, what?
Wait, you said you had a whole weekend, or you had a?
Oh yeah, and then we had we went to Anderson Paak's restaurant
that's right.
in WeHo. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
And we have to go.
Where like us, we
Like
have to
we
go.
literally have to go.
Yeah.
It's the vibes are so good, and they have bands, and the food is
Live music.
Yeah.
Good food.
Yeah, good
food?
drinks. Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, it was so good.
Okay.
You'd love it. My next. Oh, and then we went to a party
Okay.
where we didn't know anybody except for the band, and we thought that the band.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, friend of the pod, Goots.
Oh yeah.
He-
Wait, a Halloween party?
After we were in WeHo,
Uh-huh.
we went to
So
Carson.
sorry, this is separate from Halloween,
Yeah.
right? So
I was like-
Halloween, and then the next day you
The
went
next
to
day.
the bar.
Yeah, and I was like dressed in like date night attire.
Okay.
Which I bought my first like corset top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not for Halloween.
No, just for like life.
For regular.
And I was like, because I was like, oh, I saw an outfit like on Pinterest, and I was
Yeah.
like, not Pinterest, Instagram.
Uh-huh.
How old? I don't know.
How old are you?
How old am I? And I was like, I want to recreate this look, and it was like a black corset with
Mhm.
like a blazer and like
Okay.
jeans.
Okay.
But it's so uncomfortable.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, of course, it's historically have not been comfortable for women,
I
right?
was like sitting at the table, like,
Can't breathe.
okay, are we
Your
good to
ribs
go?
are
Yeah.
slowly cracking
Yeah.
under pressure.
Like, we good?
Yeah.
And then I changed in the car to go to this party.
Okay.
And it's Goots. He's in a band
Uh-huh.
with his girlfriend, and they like
Wait, I didn't. For real?
yeah,
Wow.
and they like got hired to sing at this party.
Okay.
But we thought it was like their friends.
Oh, his girlfriend. What's her name?
Lexi.
Lexi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lexi.
So we were like, oh, like they'll know everyone. They didn't know anyone, so we just walked in, and we all didn't know anybody.
What kind of party? Just like
It was
a
like
random
house party.
a house party.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone was lovely, and it was fun
Wow.
and dancey. So
What kind of music did they play? Was it just the two of them?
yeah, they played like spooky songs, like
On the-
Monster
what is-
Mash.
He's
and
on the guitar or what?
he sings.
And what does she do?
Sings.
Is it like to a track? They're
No,
not.
they have a band. Like they
oh,
have
they
a,
have a literal
like
band.
drummer, piano.
Wow.
Yeah, guitar.
That must have been so fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really fun. But yeah, that was
What
all
a
we
wild
got up
weekend
to.
you had.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in a corset. That's crazy.
That's crazy. She'll probably never make an appearance again, unless we're just not eating.
yeah.
Yeah. Unless we're just like standing, because I don't
Maybe
want to sit in
if
it
you're
either.
comfortable, maybe post a picture on Patreon
Oh yeah.
for our paying
Okay.
customers.
Well, I put it on Instagram.
Oh,
so
you
people have
did? I
already
don't remember
seen it.
that.
Yeah, I put a picture of me in it.
Okay, I don't remember a corset though.
You're lost.
I guess so.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Okay, go.
I have two pop culture things that
Okay.
I'm enjoying.
Please.
Have you listened to Lin-Manuel's new musical, The Warriors?
No, I saw that he put that out.
Yes.
I haven't listened to it.
You need to listen to
Okay,
it.
it's not on Broadway yet.
It's not going to be on Broadway.
It's not gonna be.
It's just an album.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
So you have to listen to it from start to end all the way through.
Okay.
And
So I need to set aside
an
couple
hour
hours.
and 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
And I
Did you sob?
sobbed.
Wow.
I laughed.
Okay.
It's so good. I've never seen the movie that it's based off of. It's based off a movie called The Warriors.
Never seen it. Okay.
So it's like about like gangs in New York and
okay.
all this stuff. But he like gender bended it. So instead of the Warriors being a guy's gang, it's a girl gang. And it's just like the music is so good.
So it's an all-female cast or no?
No, well, no, it's not. Like just the main.
Oh, okay, just
the
the
main
ones.
like gang is all female, but
got it.
it's just
Is
so
he
cool.
on it?
No,
He just produced it and wrote the music. Okay.
I've been listening to it nonstop and nonstop.
Good one.
And like I'm always just like, how are people so talented?
Yeah.
Like each gang has their own like musical style. Like, so it's not all just like hip hop. Like there's like one gang that's like punk.
Okay.
And then there's like a screamo gang.
There's more than 2 gangs.
Yeah. So it's like a story of like they all go for this meeting and there's supposed to be a truce. Like no one's supposed to bring weapons. And they're meeting with this leader. And the leader is like Cyrus is like trying to promote like peace among the gangs. Someone shoots Cyrus. And then everyone like kind of scatters in the Warriors and they're all trying to make their way back home to Coney Island. But on their way back, they run into all these different gangs. And so like when they meet these gangs, like that's when you like meet who they are and they all have their own like sound.
That sounds like something I would enjoy thoroughly.
Yes. So when you're like, when they're all singing together, you can tell which gang is which based
on their style.
It's insane.
Did you have goosebumps?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I didn't. I've never really experienced like an album like that where because it does have like dialogue in the middle, so it does kind of feel like an audio type book ish.
Okay,
but not like a
lot. Like a radio play almost.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
But it's so good, and you're gonna love it.
Okay, I need to set aside 90 minutes.
Yeah. Because you need 10 minutes to recover. Yeah. Okay. And then I saw Hades Town.
Oh, yeah.
Which was like.
Typically, I do not like the Segerstrom as a venue, as a place to watch.
We hate it too, but I got tickets for Lorenzo's birthday and I splurged. Okay. So we were.
Oh, you got good seats.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like unless you have good seats at the Segerstrom, not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah. But so we splurged a little for the seats and it was worth it. Yeah. Okay. It was so good.
You guys saw Hades Town or no?
No, we haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Yeah.
But also feel the same way about Segerstrom.
Yeah.
So if we do, we're probably going to get closer seats.
Yeah. It's worth it. Okay. It was so worth it. And everyone was...
Should I listen to the album first or just go in blind?
I only knew one song from it. Okay. And the whole time I was just like...
blown away.
Yeah. It was so good.
Okay,
that's all for me. Let's get with you, my dude.
Okay, well, I too have a list. Let me just pull that up for you. I've got... Man, I'm looking at it and it's kind of a lot. Okay. Let's start at the top. Here we go.
Let's begin.
I had a garage door situation.
Okay.
So up until a couple of weeks ago, hang on. Up until a couple of weeks ago, I only had one clicker for the garage. Okay. And normally, because I only have the one clicker, I take it with me out of the car into the house so I can like close and open the garage, obviously. So for some reason, I don't know why, I forgot that the clicker was in the car and I used the button on the inside of the garage to close the garage. And I never do that. I don't know why I did this, but I never do that. And so I closed it and then it was like, I forgot that the clicker was in there. Until later that evening, I was like getting my stuff ready for the next day. And I was like, oh, where's the clicker? And then suddenly I'm like, no, the clicker's in the garage in my car. I only have one clicker. I cannot open the garage. I can't get my car out of the garage. Am I making sense?
No, I thought you can't push it. How did you close it if you don't have the clicker?
On the inside of the garage, there's a button.
So you can't.
There's a button on the inside of the garage.
Oh, it's not connected to your place?
No.
No, his garage.
You know where you were there last night.
I know, but I don't know.
The garage is detached.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe you've never seen the garage.
No, I didn't. I didn't even think about a garage.
No, it's not. It's a detached garage because I live in a complex.
Okay.
The clicker is in the garage in my car. No way to get it out. So I'm like, okay, I need to solve this problem, but I can't solve it right now because it's too late. So I had to text a friend I had to bum a ride to work because I can't get my car out of the garage. So I was like, thankfully, this friend was very kind and was able to pick me up the following morning to go to work. But that day I had to call like local garage door people and like see who could come to the house and break into my garage, reset it, and give me like a new clicker. Long story short, $270 later,
wow,
I have a second clicker. Okay, so I can leave one in the car now. And I have like emergency keys because he set it up where like you can insert a key into
nice.
and so you can disengage it from the motor.
Okay.
If ever you need to like do an emergency open. So I have those now.
Okay.
The point is, what was I thinking?
Well, you were tired.
I was tired, but I mean, it's worth it now because I have 2 clickers.
Yeah.
But $270?
Yeah.
You know, what's up with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that was my first situation.
That's a lot of money to open a garage.
It was a $270 lesson that I will never forget.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm kind of glad I did it because I wanted to get a spare clicker anyway.
Yeah.
So it just sucks that I had to go that way. And went on Amazon, I could have gotten it for like, I don't know, $20.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway. Second thing, have you ever seen The Voice?
Yes.
Do you know the NBC show, The Voice?
Yeah.
I don't watch it live, but sometimes I'll go on YouTube and just catch the highlights. It is so good, especially since Snoop Dogg is one of the judges now. I did not think.
That's a crazy sentence.
I did not think that Snoop Dogg as a judge would be the best thing that happened to the show. He's so genuine. Maybe I didn't know who he was before this.
Yeah.
Because I don't really listen to rap music, or at least Snoop Dogg. And only recently has he kind of been on things,
He's
right?
rebranded himself.
Yeah. So I didn't really know what his personality
He's like the
was.
mascot of the USA.
Yeah, he low-key
Right.
is, huh?
Yeah.
So seeing his personality come through as a judge, and he's so like sweet and tender with the contestants and just so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll be so nonchalant, but it'll be just the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And seeing him sitting next to Reba McEntire, who's also one of the judges, it's just so bizarre and funny. And if you watch The Voice, I don't think you'll be disappointed this season because it's such a feel. And you know, I love watching people's dreams come true.
Yeah.
So when they get a 4-chair turn, you know, when all 4 judges turn and they're just so happy and Snoop Dogg is so encouraging, it's like, what am I watching? This is the best show I've ever seen. So if you're like me and you don't watch it live, but if you just want to go on YouTube, it's okay. I'm kind of weird about it because it's like there's so many like highlight videos. I will just like open like 10 at a time, like tabs open, and just go through.
Just watch the show.
Wait, like in your office?
Yeah, in my office. At the house, and yes, in my home office.
So you're like sitting in your office chair doing this?
Yeah, because I do it on the computer.
That's so silly.
You don't like watch it on your phone, like cozy in bed?
No, because I need like 10 tabs open.
That's nuts.
So I do it on my PC. It's just so heartwarming. It's so.
That's such a strange way to watch the show.
I know it's weird, but like sometimes if I'm feeling down and I just want I need a little pick me up before bed, I'll just like watch 10 little clips of The Voice.
I love that for you.
Moving on. I made a Parent Trap reference at work and it did not go as planned. It did not.
Ooh, what happened?
Let's just say, well, you know, okay, when you work at a place like I do, you want to keep things light because oftentimes people are not happy to come to my courthouse, right? So I'm helping this lady and she was filing for divorce. I think that's what it was. Yeah, divorce. And they had twins. And I noticed because the kids had the same birthday. And I said, oh, twins? And she said, yeah, we had twins. And I was like, and I was trying to be funny, keep it light. And I said, and I noticed that she filed for joint custody, right? So they would share custody of the kids. And I was like, okay, so you guys are not going to Parent Trap it?
Christopher.
And she goes, I don't know what that is. I was like, dang it, if you knew what that is, it would have killed. That would have killed.
She didn't know what the Parent Trap was?
She didn't know what the Parent Trap was until I was like, oh, you know, when like each of you take a twin and like.
Kris.
Bruh, that's crazy.
But when she realized what I was saying, she laughed, she chuckled and was like, "Oh, no, we're not doing that." But like, I'm just saying, if she knew, like, if someone said that to me, that'd be so funny.
I've never heard it used as a verb.
What?
To someone who's going through a divorce with twins.
If you were filing for divorce and you had twins and the clerk was like, "Oh, you guys are not going to parent trap it?"
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to my clerk saying, "Oh, you're not going to Lindsay Lohan it with Parent Trap." You know, like, "Hello, you're my sister."
No,
I'm not looking forward to that.
I would be pissed. I would be like, "Can I get a new clerk immediately?"
I don't know. I feel in the moment you would have been, "Oh, that's funny." No?
No, we're not going to Parent Trap it.
Okay. Suffice it
worth
to
a
say,
shot, though.
Suffice it to say, with a different audience, I think that would have killed. Moving on.
Okay.
Speaking of work, a man was filing a domestic violence restraining order. Hear me out.
Your job is soul sucking.
He was there with his wife filing a restraining order.
Oh, is that the one who he committed the domestic violence against?
No. Listen. No, he's filing, so he's the protected party.
Oh, so she did it.
Hang on, let me finish. He's there with his wife. They're filing a restraining order.
Who's violent? I'm so curious.
He's filing a restraining order against his mistress. With the wife there with him. So you know she's like, "Yeah, you're filing a restraining order against this lady."
Wow.
I thought that was so, like, talk about drama.
Yeah.
Imagine you are having an affair.
Yeah.
And then your mistress becomes crazy, erratic.
Yeah.
And now you and your wife now have to go to court and file a restraining order and be like, "Hey, babe, real quick, let's go file a restraining order against this person that I was cheating on you with."
No. That's crazy.
What would you do?
Just
a lot going on
Yeah,
there.
Just quickly, is this against HIPAA or anything? Or
Well, he's not saying names.
No, this is, as long as you keep it anonymous.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I just thought, wow.
Yeah.
That's the first
You've
time
never
I've
seen that before.
never seen that before.
Did you tell them that?
No,
Wow, I've never seen this before.
Wow, that's a first.
You're not gonna Parent Trap it?
You guys are gonna Parent Trap?
No.
Oh
crazy.
man, that's yeah. So I had no words. I was like, this is what a bizarre
You're
situation.
like, wait, so are you the mistress or are you the wife?
You didn't ask any questions?
Yeah.
I was too stunned. I was like, this cannot be. All right, last one for me. I started listening to a podcast called Friday Candy. It's actually Kristen John's sister, Ashlyn, and her husband. This is their podcast. It's called Friday Candy. And it's unlike any other podcast that I've listened to. It's not like the way we do it here, where, I mean, they do talk and they banter, but it's the format is so kind of different because they have like music playing in the background and they break things up with that. But I just think it's such a tender, like, feel good podcast. They talk about, I'm only like a few episodes in, but they talk about like them living in Europe and like parenthood. And I just want to say this quote from this. It's her husband, Austin, is saying, they were talking about how they're new parents. At the time they were new parents. And when they had their son, like, they were kind of describing the experience that they had as new parents with their son. And this is what Austin, the husband, was saying. And I quote, "We are world building for our kids. We're building the world for them one day at a time. These are stories that we love. These are books that we love. These are foods that we love. These are places that we like to go. You're giving the world to them. No matter how big or small your own world happens to be, you're passing that on." And I thought that was I never thought about it that way, that your children, if you have kids, you're building the world for them. Like, you are allowing them to experience only what you are allowing them to experience, right? So, and that made me think to think back to my childhood, it's like I was only allowed to experience the world through this like the very narrow view. And that's why now when I learn things, it's like, oh man, like I didn't know this was a thing until this moment.
Yeah.
So just the thought of that you're world building for your kids, I thought that was such a unique perspective, and I really enjoyed that. And I think it's so true, right? Like you're like, you like things because your mom liked things, right? Or like, you know things because that's what your mom taught you. So, and same for me. So I thought that was such a, I don't know, just like a sweet and tender thing, but it can also go bad real quickly too. If you're
a scary world,
could be, if you're building, like what kind of world are you giving to are you allowing your kids to experience? Like, are you building, what kind of world building are you doing for them? Is it like this like awesome positive experience, or is it this like very narrow or like closed minded kind of thing? You know, I just thought that was a unique way to describe that.
Yeah.
And neither of us are parents, but we know a lot of people with kids, and now that's what I'm going to think, like, oh man, I wonder what kind of world you're building for them.
Yeah.
Like one day at a time, what experiences are you sharing with them that are shaping your kids right now, you know? And hopefully it's a positive one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I do that when I show Penny like the top of the fridge or like new places she's never seen before.
Yeah. I do that with my cats as well.
Yeah. You got to show them new places.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really expand my cat's world right now. Yeah. The world I'm building for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
like, have you showed them like the inside of a dishwasher?
Yeah. Oh, Anne freaking loves the inside of the dishwasher.
Really?
I showed her one time, and now she always goes back there.
Oh, wait, there's a space that you can go?
No, like she goes back to the dishwasher and like wants to see.
Oh, she wants to see. Oh, that's cute.
I know.
Well,
yeah, Penny got too much world building when she ran away.
Dude, Penny.
Oh,
Penny.
Talk about world building. She built her own world.
Yeah.
She said, screw this. I need to see what's out there.
I don't want to see the top of the fridge again.
I hate it here. I want to see the world.
Dad, let me see the world.
And then she goes to the fucking Container Store.
Honestly, though, that Container Store slaps. I love the Container Store.
Oh, man. All right, shall we get into...
Yeah, I'm wiped.
This was kind of an emotional intro. Let's get to our main event. Speaking of seeing the world, speaking of world building.
Yeah.
This is a special kind of world building.
Yeah.
Where we're talking about, for today, our main event, we're talking about the things we've done to impress and or get the attention, get noticed by our crushes.
Yes.
We've all done it.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. We've all done stupid things. We've all done cringe things. To win the affection or win the attention of someone you think is cute, someone you think is like, hey, like, what's good? What's happening?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't actually have that many examples, and I don't think you do either. No. But we've got a ton from our listeners.
Yeah,
so we'll go
everybody.
through that. Let's do ours first, and then maybe if AJ has a couple, and then we'll read the submissions.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to kick it off?
Yeah. So a lot of mine are going to be when I had a crush on Lorenzo. So I'm going to do the one that's not about Lorenzo first.
Okay.
So there, I think, and then also it's just like thinking back on crushes. Like a lot of the things for me were like changing like my like outward appearance to like.
Yeah. A lot of it was an external type of thing.
Yeah.
Versus like doing the hard work of changing yourself from the inside out.
Exactly.
I don't think we had the forethought for that.
So I think I don't know if I mentioned this on the pod or if I just was talking to you about it, but I had a crush on this guy that like he was like super emo, kind of gothic, like in a rock band.
This sounds familiar.
And so, and my brother was that way too. And my brother had given me a bracelet.
Oh, you did mention it. Okay,
so this is a little bit.
Yeah.
I know I've kind of already talked about this one, but
I have one that I've talked about too.
It cringes me out so much to think about. So I like this guy. He's like, has similar music tastes that my brother has. So I'm like, okay, like, well, I live with my brother. Like, I know, like, I can kind of figure out like
I know what this is about.
Like what I need to wear to like catch this guy's eye, right? So I'm wearing the bracelet that has what is it? The pentagram?
The pentagram. Oh, that's right. Satan's bracelet.
Yeah, the pentagram on it. I'm like doing heavy eyeliner, like smoky eye, black eyeshadow.
Wait, this is in high school?
In high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm going to school and like we start talking and we have history together. So we're like literally the class
history, right. Not history.
And so he's like, he starts talking to me because we're like talking about homework and I offered to do his homework.
Hannah.
So then I'm like pretty much doing everything for him to pass this class, right? And I'm just like, sure, whatever. Like he's talking to me, I don't care. And he starts burning me CDs because he's asking me like, oh, do you know like Death Row, like the band Death Row? And I'm like,
You're like, yeah, love that.
Like, yeah, I love that band. So he starts burning me these CDs for me to listen to so that like I can like we can talk about it. And it's just like the worst music. It's like screamo. No. It's also like so
scary,
devilly.
spooky. Yeah.
And I'm just like this Christian girl.
Yeah.
Who's wearing a pentagram. It's all so confusing. And so, yeah, it was like for like a semester where I was just like trying to like be into this whole world. But like he didn't actually care about me. He was just like using me to do his homework. And it was just, when I look back at that, Hannah, I'm like, girl,
be smarter.
Sweetie, you don't need to listen to this scary music.
You don't need to wear Satan's bracelet.
No, you don't. Set yourself free from Satan's bracelet.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I have a similar one that has to do with wearing something.
My favorite Kris story.
Yeah. In college, I heard a crush say that she likes it when guys wear Tom's shoes. So the next week, literally the next week, I could not go to a Tom store fast enough. I was searching, where's the closest Tom store? So the next week, I'm pulling up with and you know which ones. It's like the slip-ons.
The black slip-ons.
No, I don't know why I didn't get black. I got navy blue for some reason. I know. Maybe I wanted her to see.
Yeah.
I wanted her to just notice right away. Yeah. And yeah, just so cringe. And I want to expand. I know I've already talked about this, but I want to expand this to just like why do we feel like we have to wear the things or like change the way we look? Because I've also like tried to like dress a certain way to like impress, someone. Yeah. So it's just like, it's just so funny that we, me find like Tom. I had no desire to wear Tom's whatsoever, but all of a sudden
it was like,
I'm like, I gotta go to Tom's. And then the following week, the next time I saw her in class, it's like, I didn't say, but let's just say I was walking in front of her.
You're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I didn't mean to kick you with my new Toms.
You're all doing like ankle exercises.
Just kind of keep that mobility. Yeah.
So, yeah, just changing your appearance for what?
Yeah, for what? Listeners, for what?
Like, it's so silly.
Yeah, so silly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was like a lot of like my high school crushes. It was like little ways, like things that I could wear that would like, I don't know, help me stand out a little.
And what did you expect that guy, the emo guy, to be like, oh, a sick bracelet?
Yeah,
or
like I really was like,
so hot,
he's gonna fall in love with me. We're gonna have little goth babies. And that is just not my personality.
Right.
Like it was just the whole thing. But so the cringiest things is when I met Lorenzo. And I'm just going to list them all off right now.
Please.
So then you can just take the floor next.
Yeah.
And I was going to bring this scrapbook that I made to prove my cringiness, but I forgot it. But then I realized I'm going to just post it on Patreon.
Okay, Patreon, yes.
So our Patreon pals are going to be the only ones that get to see how cringe I am.
Yeah.
So I think we've talked about it, but I met Lorenzo at a summer camp and I had like absolutely no chill when I met him. Like I was immediately in love with him and wanted him to be mine. So I was going to do whatever I could to get that to happen.
Right.
So, and this one was not anything about my appearance. Like I was like, I got it.
You were in your arts and crafts era.
I got it. I don't know why I was in this DIY. This is really what I thought was going to get him. But so when we first got to camp, and it was just, again, a group of counselors that are like in their late teens. Like we're all just having fun. And so I noticed that the girl who I am sharing, who is my co-counselor in a cabin, has Lorenzo's number. And I'm like, why are they texting and me and Lorenzo aren't texting?
Uh-oh.
So I get the number from her and I send a text to Lorenzo that just says, guess who, with a smiley face, thinking I'm being like so sly,
like so coy.
So like, you know, and like he immediately was like, is this Hannah? And then later on, like after we got together,
you knew immediately?
Yeah. After we got together, he was like, yeah, that was kind of weird.
Oh no.
In my head, I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm just being so mysterious. Like,
but he knew right away.
Yeah, but also like how creepy that I went and got your number.
Yeah.
Then had the balls to text you.
Well, low key, I don't know. If any ladies are out there listening there.
I'll give you Kris's number.
Yeah, please DM Hannah for my number.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what happens.
Okay, and then another super cringe thing that I did is at the time I was really into the band Reliant K. And they have this song called Must Have Done Something Right. And it's like, if you listen to it, it's a love song. It's like, I must have done something right to end up with somebody like you. Essentially.
This is before you were dating.
Yeah. Oh no, this is maybe 2 weeks into knowing him. Yeah. I wrote out all of the lyrics.
Oh man.
Of the song. And then in parentheses, so like I'm trying to think of some of the lyrics. Like, one of the lyrics is like, I know that it's so cliche to say that every day I spend with you is the new best day of my life. So I wrote out that lyric, and then in parentheses I said, as friends, smiley face. So I added like little like notes. Like little
qualifiers.
Yeah. Like, because you're a great friend. Or like and so,
no chill, my dude.
No chill.
No chill at all.
Absolutely zero chill.
Frontal lobe not developed
No.
yet.
No. But you know what? Like he was equally as cringe, which is why because I could prove it. That he also was writing me letters that were equally as cringe. Mine was just like, it was just
over the top.
I was reading him back and I was like, oh my God, Hannah. Like, and you thought you were so
You thought you ate with that.
I was like, oh, he's a man of God. This is the way to his heart.
Reliant K is the way.
Reliant K. Like
dead.
And then the other line that I dropped, which at the time was like, again, like I'm the best flirter in the world. We were in the camp counselor lounge, and when all the campers would go to bed, you would be able to go to the lounge and like just hang out with the counselor. So it was like 10 p.m. And we're all laying there, and I'm just like trying to like get conversation. So I was like, who's everyone's celebrity crush? So like we're going around the room.
Not you just fabricating this conversation.
We're going around the room, and it finally gets to me. And I'm like, oh, my celebrity crush is Nick Jonas. Like, doesn't Lorenzo look just like him? I want to melt away. But I mean, it worked because he married me. You can't say that it didn't work.
I mean, you're playing the long game.
You can't say it didn't work because he did kiss me the last night at camp. So something worked.
Wow.
Something worked.
Ladies, take notes.
If you need advice,
take notes.
Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
That you did a lot then to try to get his attention.
I did a lot.
And it sounds like maybe he was playing along too.
He was. And you know what? I'm going to post those two. I'm going to show you guys a little peek.
On Patreon.
A little peek into what that looked like.
Yeah. Do you have any of his stuff that he...
Oh, yeah. I have it all.
You have all the receipts.
I literally, that was my wedding gift to him, is because I had held on to all the letters he had, or that he had written me, and he had all the letters I wrote him. So I like put them together.
Oh, cute.
Just because it is like so cringe, but it's also just like funny. Like, it's to funny. Have it. Yeah.
It's crazy that you met. How old were you when you met?
17.
Okay. And you just like married him.
I like straight up married him.
You're just like, I met you. I think I'm going to marry you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies, pay attention.
It worked for me. So.
Yeah. My next thing is sometimes, and I don't do this anymore, but man, I think I did it for well into adulthood.
Oh no.
It's just like singing in front of.
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Just like,
I mean, like that's like a weapon that you had on your, or like a tool in your tool belt.
You work with what you got.
Yeah,
so I just be like, singing little ditties in front of like my crushes.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like thinking like, oh man, they're gonna be like,
they're gonna melt away.
They're just gonna like be swept off their feet.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna want to spend all their time with me. So, gosh, just even saying that out loud, I'm like,
it's like in the Barbie movie when Ken's like serenading. That's Kris.
It's bad. It's just like, why? For what? Why did I do that?
But like, I mean, in all fairness, like that probably worked.
Did
right?
it? Because I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I mean, I may have made friends. Yeah. It's like maybe it's like the friends we made along the way. That's really what that was for. Because like I had many female friends, but they were never like interested. So it was always just like, okay, I'll just sing for my friends.
No. Oh no.
And then the last thing just recently, and I also don't do this anymore, but when it was fresh, no, this is like whenever I got my tattoo.
Okay.
So like when I first got my tattoo, it was just like any chance I could show it off. I'd just be like, oh yeah, this girl's gonna think I'm so dope with this like Christian
Calvary Chapel.
Christian
You're
tattoo.
Slowly lifting up your
I'm
short
like working
sleeve.
on my triceps.
I'm dead.
And if I found out they're a Christian, it's like, oh, game over. Let me just. Now I'm like, please don't look at me. Don't look at this tattoo at all.
Do you regret your tattoo?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Truly, I don't.
Good.
But before I was just like,
it was like a badge.
Yeah, every chance I got to show it off, and now I'm just like, it's like I don't regret it, and it's part of who I am. But but I'm also not like, hey, ladies, like
with your toms, you're rotating my toms, and you're just like, oh,
hey, ladies, ever heard of the Holy Spirit? Yeah, that's what this dove represents. You ever heard of that?
Let me tell you.
Ain't no party like a Holy Ghost party.
Oh no.
Because a Holy Ghost party don't stop.
Amen. Like we always say. I'm not repeating.
No. All right, AJ, any cringe stories to try to get your crush's attention?
I don't really know if I had cringe stories. It's just that like I was just loud and obnoxious all the time to get any attention. So it didn't. There was
it worked.
Well, there's no category for that. It was just being loud, and especially because we were in band, there was so many kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if there was a crush there, being loud and obnoxious to all of those people gets all eyes on me. So the market
area of effect.
You were just casting a wide net,
right?
Yeah.
You know how when they fish for like crab, they just throw a big giant
Wait,
net?
are you telling me you did not have a crush on Cassie at first?
No, I did, but I'm not. I'm saying like,
I
wasn't trying to do anything like super cringe.
Yeah.
But even if there were things that I did, I wouldn't label them as cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I was just a kid.
Hey, maybe we were just kids.
We were just kids trying to, date each other. So I can't really call those cringe.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of submissions here that are quite cringe. So
cringe.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll start. Are we not saying names, right?
We don't have to say names. Yeah, just for this one.
Yeah. So someone reached out to me, and I want to share it because I feel like this is like what people say all the time. Like, oh, he's mean to you. He likes you. You know, like that whole. Yeah.
Okay.
So this person said, when me and my wife were talking again for the second time, I just started making fun of her because of like a nickname that she had while she was modeling. And that's
modeling?
That's how they got back together. Okay. It's like he was just picking on her. And I'm like, that is so typical and cringe.
That's so schoolyard, like boy.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
But it worked.
I guess
them.
so.
For them.
Let me pull up this one. It was one of the ones that made me gasp out loud. The first time I went to Chili's ever was with my boyfriend. The first time I went to Chili's ever was with my boyfriend and his family. And it was longer than the thing, so she continues in a DM. I was 17 with his family. It was the first time going out to eat with them as a family. I ordered the chicken crispers. They were good. Dinner was good. Vibes were good until we were all on our way back to his house, and my stomach was churning. I absolutely needed to leave or go number 2 or just both, but I couldn't leave yet. So I used the toilet in his mom's room because it's hidden away. I didn't know this toilet didn't work. I needed a plunger and his little brother brought me one, announcing to everyone that she used the broken toilet and clogged it.
Oh.
Imagine the first time meeting the family.
No.
Oh my goodness.
That's sad.
And you're the girl who clogged the toilet with your Chili's poop. Okay, go.
Okay. When I was in middle school, this girl I had a crush on loved soccer, so I decided to get a haircut in the style of Cristiano Ronaldo with this thin sideburns. Needless to say, I looked a goof and did not get noticed by my crush.
Wow, that's so funny. This one says an old guy I went to school with either elementary elementaries got into contact. Okay, I guess they met in elementary school, but they reconnected later on as adults. We got chatty and I was flirty. He lived in Utah, so we agreed for me to visit. So I booked a flight to go there. She paid. And when I got there, I paid for everything for him and me. I was thinking it was becoming something and that flying there and paying for everything would be like impressive. But on the last night there, we went to the movies and he invited some friends. I was like, okay, cool. Introducing me to his friends. But there was a girl that he was being super close to. Long story short, after my trip, I get home. He basically ghosted me. And 2 weeks later, he is in a relationship with that girl and they are expecting a baby.
Oh.
Wow. Paid for everything.
What?
Wow.
Okay. When I got in a car accident.
That's, first of all, right there. Just that alone.
She says, I wheeled my wheelchair in front of him to get his attention.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, hell yeah.
What was he going to say? Like, oh man, what happened?
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to push your wheelchair?
You want me to sign your cast?
Hey, okay, hold on. To relate to that, low key, when I got hit by a car on my bike, I texted Cassie and I said, I got hit by a car. And then I never responded.
What do you mean? She never responded?
No, I any text that she sent after I sent that
Oh
text.
my
I
gosh.
never responded back.
Wait, this is before you were dating?
No, this is like we were just talking.
Oh man.
So we were in the talking stage, and so I just never sent a message back to make her feel more bad.
My gosh.
Oh my god.
So that way she could like me more.
No.
So you did do something then.
I forgot. That's just hilarious though.
That was like tucked away.
That's tucked in the vault, man. I got hit by that car. It took a lot from me. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This person says, once back when I was young, kids used to use MySpace. It was my crush's birthday and he had no idea I existed. I was way too shy to message him, so my cousin told me she would do it. I gave her my login information and she logged onto my MySpace account and messaged him for his birthday for me. When I checked the message later, I realized she messaged him in quirky letters and characters, which was super cringy. He left me on red. Years later, I found out he worked at a local sushi restaurant, so I begged my friend to come eat with me at this restaurant. He did not, in fact, wait on our table. A female waiter served us. As our meal went on, my friend recognized our waitress as someone she went to grade school with. She was correct, and they started making friendly conversation. The waitress eventually shared that her boyfriend actually worked with her and introduced my crush as her long-term boyfriend.
Oh.
Wow.
Needless to say, he had absolutely no idea who I was, even though we ran in similar circles when we were kids, and I had been creepily trying to get his attention for years. For years?
No.
For years?
No.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I need to talk to this person.
Yeah. Okay. This person said, played World of Warcraft and had to spend money on it to play. LOL.
Wow. Imagine like creating a World of Warcraft account. You got to put in your credit card info. You got to build your character. Just for your what, like to talk to them on their Oh man. Okay. Let's see. This one says joined a class to learn how to play guitar since he was a musician. Okay, that seems that's more tame than like paying for
But I mean, you're still paying for a class. To learn guitar.
And to impress him with. I mean, that's kind of what I did with my singing.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I can't talk. Go ahead.
I developed restless leg syndrome because my crush had restless leg syndrome in the 3rd grade.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wait, what is restless?
Like when you're like,
when you're just like,
yeah.
So she developed that too?
She probably like saw him doing it and was like, oh, I'll do that too. And then.
This one says, in 6th grade, I chased my crush after school and slipped in mud. Oh no.
Aww.
Instead of admitting defeat, I went full force and continued to roll in the mud. full body tumbles to make it seem like I did it on purpose. Let's just say I still have nightmares about this to this day.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta own it.
Hey.
You gotta really commit to the bit. And that's what that person did. They committed to the
She was
bit.
like, I can't let him know I slipped while chasing him. So
Yeah.
you know what?
I'm gonna go full
I'm
send.
a pig. I'm a pig now.
Okay. I once created a very elaborate 30-question survey to find out about his community college experience.
That's crazy. What?
To learn about his community college experience.
That's so specific.
I know. The first time. Oh wait, we read that already. This one says, I drank a Four Loko with him. What's a Four Loko? Is that a?
It's a beer?
That's a concoction. That's what that is. It's an alcoholic drink, and it was so strong that they had to change the recipe because it was just like too toxic.
Too toxic.
Yeah, that's a terrible drink.
I drank a Four Loko with him and his friends before school, which got me suspended. Yikes.
This one's crazy, and I need a fact check
Uh-huh.
for this.
Ooh, okay.
Shaved my head because he was a barber and I wanted to seem edgy.
I can confirm.
Wow.
Oh my
I can, because this is.
We don't need to name names, but we know.
Someone I know.
Hilarious.
And to clarify, she didn't shave her whole head, but she
Okay.
did. You know how girls used to do like the undercut?
Under. That's hilarious.
And I seem to recall that she got in big trouble for doing this.
That's so funny.
But yeah,
That's hilarious.
This last one just says exist.
Which
Fair. What?
that's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
Wow.
That was really fun, actually.
Thank you, Roomies, for.
It makes me feel less alone, less crazy.
We're all just kind of doing this. We're all like kind of living life.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're the only one going through this.
Yeah.
Anything.
Like being human is just so funny. You know?
It's such a universal experience that no one should ever feel alone.
Yeah.
Because we're all
Cringe.
we all
Cringy as
doing
fuck.
this. We're all showing off our Toms and our Satan bracelets and our shaved heads and our broken legs. Or what did you do?
Get hit by a car.
Oh yeah, actually I got hit by a car.
Thank you, Roomies, for sharing
you,
all that. That is
Roomies.
fun. Anything else we want to say?
No, let's get out of here. I'm hungry.
That's the bell. Thank you, Roomies, for hanging out.
For hanging out.
We this is the first time back in studio, and it feels good to be back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
go vote. Oh, it's too late. You already voted.
By the time this,
the results are
in.
live.
Okay, if you're this is dropping on Friday.
Yeah.
So hey, whoever.
Hey, let's predict.
No, I don't want to do
What's
that.
the score?
No, I don't want to do that.
Who's winning? Who's gonna win?
This is dropping on Friday, November
All I'm saying
8th. Friday, November 8th. And if your candidate won, congratulations. And if they didn't win, hey, them's the break sometimes, you know?
Yeah. It's just a very low-key election. Them's the breaks.
I mean,
It is what it is with this election.
No. I'm saying if you did your civic duty, if you went out there and voted, okay, and the rest of America did as well, it's like you just have that's what they wanted, and those are the results. So
All I'll say is we are not going back.
all right. Well, follow us on the socials.
We are not going back.
Follow us on the socials and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Oh, let's do some housekeeping before we go. Patreon.
Don't be a Patreon. Don't be a peasant. Be a Patreon.
Wow.
That was what we said.
Be a
Wait, no, I
peasant.
know.
Yeah. Be a Patreon.
just laughing.
Sorry, we have to shout out people.
Yes. Okay. So the first person we said that signed up for Patreon would be NVR, and we want to just Tina! Woo! Congratulations!
When I got that first notification, was I squealing?
It was Tina. She was the first one to sign up for Patreon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tina. We really appreciate your support.
Yes.
She's been since day one.
Oh, she's a day one roomie.
Yeah, Tina is day one roomie.
You can say our oldest roomie.
Yeah, and she's always supported us. So thank you, Tina. You are MVR for this week, most valuable roomie. Mm-hmm. So for being the first one to sign up for Patreon. We also have our $10. We said if you sign up for the $10 tier, you would get a date.
A date with us.
No pressure. You can decline if you want, but we want to make it known that you have a standing invitation and we will reach out to you.
Yeah.
And we want to name the people who have signed up so far for the $10 tier. That's Heather.
Yes.
Eric.
Yes.
And
Ariana.
Thank you so much for being our most generous Patreon supporters. We are hoping we won't let you down with that.
Yeah.
So you get a date with us. Our treat. So we will
nothing crazy.
Yeah, we're not
going to steakhouse.
We can go to a steakhouse.
We're gonna pay to go to like a steakhouse.
When I say steakhouse,
like Outback. We can go to Outback.
When I say steakhouse, I'm talking Norms.
I'm talking Chili's.
Chili's. We will reach out to you for details.
Yeah.
And feel free to decline. Imagine they're like, actually, no, we're good.
Actually, no, we don't want to go.
We just want to support you from afar.
Like really far.
Thank you for that. And then I think that was it, right? Those were the people we wanted to shout out.
Yeah.
Again, we are looking forward to, we're brainstorming new content, bonus content for the Patreon, so look forward to that. Mm-hmm. This week we're starting
Vinyl of the week.
So Hannah, for each week Vinyl of the week, she will post one of her vinyls that she owns, give you a little description and a little caption for that. So look forward to that. And I'm thinking of starting a little something too. I won't reveal it just yet, but let's just say, let's get inspirational. Let's get motivational. Yeah. You know?
Let's connect.
Right. So if you want to join the community on Patreon, that is available right now. And I think that's it. I think we covered everything. If you have a crush out there,
go for it.
Hey,
have zero chill.
You could end up with your wife, your husband, whoever.
Yeah. Just like
one thing we'll say.
Just put it out there.
One thing we'll say, shoot your shot, but
respectfully.
Yeah. You know, just like don't be weird about it.
Don't be creepy.
Don't send someone a serial killer letter, not naming any names. I
didn't bring that one. No. Patreon will get to see that. Yeah. I'll say a little story on Patreon for that.
But yeah, shoot your shot. Why not? What do you have to lose? Yeah. Hey, we're here for a good time, not a long time, baby.
Yeah.
Until next time, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Bye.